Breaking news for the Pittsburgh Steelers as safety Damontae Kazee has been suspended for the remainder of the season and the postseason if the Pittsburgh Steelers do make it. The NFL has suspended Kazee following being ejected in Week 15 for a hit on Michael Pittman Jr. against the Indianapolis Colts. Pittman Jr. is now in concussion protocol. Kazee was tossed for an unnecessary roughness call. He has been fined 5 times for a little over $59,000 this season for unnecessary roughness penalties, and the league has decided that collectively it was too much and they were going to enforce a larger punishment on the Steelers' safety moving forward. This is awful news for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Kazee does plan to appeal the suspension, and hopefully it is reduced to, at bare minimum, just the final 3 games of the regular season, and that conclusion should happen rather quickly within the next week, I would imagine. But for right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are already without Minkah Fitzpatrick, who has been ruled out for Week 16 against the Bengals with a knee injury. They are relying on Trenton Thompson, who is dealing with a stinger, was able to come back in against the Colts last week, but Tomlin said that they will monitor the injury throughout the week, and Miles Killebrew as their only active safeties. First, the Steelers will hope to get Elijah Riley back from injured reserve this week from an ankle injury. Hopefully he's able to start for them. He does have 14 games of experience in the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. He showed up last season on the practice squad, was elevated to the active roster. This year he made the 53-man roster. He's capable of playing safety and nickel. The Steelers desperately need him to be available for them this week against the Bengals. And then practice squad member Eric Rowe is another person who will probably get an opportunity this week as they look for added depth. Rowe has 100 games of NFL experience. I believe over 50 of those games are starts. Last season, he played for the Miami Dolphins, starting 6 games at safety for them. He is a reliable veteran. He's a guy that in today's NFL, in the new NFL, he is somebody who is on the practice squad because most teams do not have the active roster space to keep a 31-year-old veteran who isn't going to be a starter. However, in Pittsburgh right now, they might need him to do so. Miles Killebrew hasn't been an option for them on defense. Patrick Peterson will likely play a large chunk of safety snaps as well. Mike Tomlin thanked him a ton for being able to be that versatile piece for the Steelers secondary, but unfortunately that likely means Levi Wallace steps into a larger role at corner, and he has had his struggles this season for the Steelers. It is as bad as it gets for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense right now, and as it rains, it pours, as they say, and things continue to get worse. Kazee, we hopefully will know more within the next week about whether or not he will win this appeal, but for right now, he is shut down for the rest of the year, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are extremely thin at safety heading into this final 3-game stretch as they look to climb their way back into the playoffs.